Right, welcome everyone. We are here. We're not in one piece, or at least we don't bloody feel like it. I've hurt my neck, so I don't know if I slept wrong or the fact that I had to do doing some sim racing yesterday, and I pushed it a little bit too far, and I'm having quite a job turning my head. So this is going to be a bit interesting. It's even difficult trying to do it inside the looking at the ultra wide monitor. Anyway. Right, okay. So this is the 5th round of the Brazilian Stockcar series. And currently at the top of the timings is me and one other driver, Philip Pichler, with Ken Jagger a few points adrift on 122. So we've been sharing the wins between me and Philip Pichler. He was able to get the best of me last time out. But we are here for 2 more rounds to go. So we're going to do what is called the Autodromo International at Ayrton Senna. But it's named Goiania. That's probably not how you pronounce it, but that's just how how I'm pronouncing it. And then we're doing Chicarapagua, or it's not pronounced Chicarapagua. I think it's Chicara. It's got different emphasis on different syllables, but it's not Chicarapagua, but that's how I pronounce it. The 2005 version, so that should be fun. So I think that's going to be wrapping us up before Christmas. So I'd like to be able to stay ahead of Ken Jagger today. And then we can possibly get this thing all sorted. So let's get our stuff going.
I've just posted a 132.8.
I've had a little bit of practice, so I know where this circuit goes. So at least that's something. Right. We're also going to check whether our sound's coming through, because we had a bit of an error last time. Right, looks like we're actually getting sound through, so that's a good sign. Right, okay. I'm using some different overlays today, which should help me with awareness and such, but we will see. Hopefully they're visible for all of you. I don't know whether I want to turn the force feedback down a little or not.
The pit exit is clear. Push now.
So what lap time am I going for? 127.8 or 127.9? That's pretty quick. I can't remember what my best lap time was now. definitely feeling a little bit fragile. So I did 3 laps each in Formula 1 cars yesterday. I was grabbing some footage
1.2 off the pace.
for a video I'm making. So 20 F1 cars, 3 laps each around Silverstone on a damp track. Is that a new... I haven't seen that name on the
5. Sector 3 is
list
0.6
before.
off the pace. You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 1.
So I think if I just keep close to Ken Jagger today, because unfortunately Pichler isn't going to be driving for the rest of this season. I think he's away for Christmas. I'm struggling with that turn. Going too late and then screwing it up. I did a test race here before, so I kind of know where I need to use the boost and things.
P4. Sector 3 is 2/10 off the pace.
Blimey, I've got some time to find. I am on race fuel. What that corner was all about. Did it again. I'm just not doing well on that corner. At all. What I might as well do.
Gone outside of track limits there.
Oh, you think, Jim? You think? What I might as well do whilst I'm floundering around on the grass. There's a new person with us. I don't know who Buzzed Boba is.
That's a new fastest lap for Bieber, 128.1.
Ah, Buzzed Boba must be... yeah, I know who that is. I know who that is. So I don't need to change any of the things. So it's good. Right, I think we've got a new driver there. There we go. Good. So I'll find 127. What was my fuel mileage like? 49 ish. Let's put in 100. I know that we kind of screwed up last time. And we had to save some.
New fastest lap for Bieber, 127.7.
He calls him Bieber. That's funny. So what are we? 35 track, 35 air, 45
The leader has just
track.
done a 127.4. Your exit's clear. Watch the white line, B5.
I've changed to a different force feedback preset as well. I'm sure that's thrown me a little bit off. But if I can stay in the top 5, just so I can grab my championship points.
Off the pace.
I think big picture.
Sector 2 is 1.3 off the pace.
Now, one of the downsides about Automobilista 2 is that it takes your nickname from the
Sector 3
Steam
is
profile.
5 off the pace.
So you end up having to, if the league requires you to have first name and last name, you've then got to change your Steam profile name. It's a bit of a hassle.
Just got out of track limits.
And why they can't have their own user ID system, I don't know.
Sector 1 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
Definitely suffering with my
The car
neck.
ahead has just done a 128.9.
I've got no confidence in moving it from left to right, and of course in VR you do end up turning it a lot more for awareness purposes. If I turn my
Sector
head
2 is 0.6
quickly,
off the pace.
then it hurts a lot more. So I'm trying not to. It's only, well, it's less pain when I turn my shoulders at the same time,
B6.
but that's not always possible.
Sector 3 is 0.3 off the pace.
So I put some wing on. I don't know if that's going to help me or hinder me, really. Because I've tended to run quite a low downforce setup with this car.
Sector 1 is 0.4 off the pace.
Which has sometimes worked against me, but
New fastest lap for 127.2. Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace.
I found a second from somewhere.
P4. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 3. Sector 1 is 0.3 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace.
You can see how much you can gain in the draft here.
P3, the track temperature's rising. It's now 45 Celsius.
So I mean, if someone wins and I get 4th place, that just means I've lost 10 points to the leader.
Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace.
I'm going to gain on 2nd place this round, and I'm 32 points ahead of 3rd place in the championship. So the boost, generally, I'm pressing it on the exit of the final turn here. We only get to use that in the race. And I've never been able to use it
P4, Sector 1 is
in the race.
0.5 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 3. That was 128.7.
So we're going to be using it every couple of laps on this track because of the short lap time. So I at least want to start using it around 30 minutes or so, depending on what happens at the start.
Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace.
It's really only that corner that I have trouble with the hard braking. I think it's because I'm turning and braking at the same time.
Sector 2 is 2/10 off the pace.
Well, I'm in the 127s.
You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 3.
I mean, how long we got left? I don't know if it's worth trying to see if it is just wing, but how long we got? About 6 minutes until quali. Right, let's see if I can actually put in a 127. I mean, I'm fourth in practice. Pretty much equaling Brown's time there.
Car approaching, watch your mirrors. The car in front's lap time is at 127.7. Fastest lap for Granado, 126.9.
How much fuel for 15 minutes?
For 15 minutes, we should need 33 litres.
Okay. I think it's a 15-minute quali session. Because there's no warm-up on this game. I had to do some fuel saving in the Group C's because I accidentally underfilled.
Sector 3 is 0.8 off the pace.
Definitely a lot more wayward in some of the faster areas. Not sure what direction he's going. Technically,
0.6 off the pace.
Catch up a little bit on the straight. I'm 0.2 down on my best.
Sectors 1 and 3 are 0.4 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. And that lap was at 128.3.
It's best to err on the side of caution, really. I'm noticing that Rob's brake lights came on very early for that corner there, so that might be something I've got to be wary of from others.
Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.3 off the pace. That last lap was a 128.4.
I think Rob wanted to get out of the way.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
I think I'm going to put that wing back on, you know. I hate the file system for the setups. I think it's annoying. Alright, okay, what's time? Time is... Right, just about to go to Collie. You're not going to go out again. Alright, so where am I losing time from others? I'm losing 2/10 in the first, 6/10 in the middle sector, but only 1/10 in the last. So my middle sector is my weakest. There you go. Oh shit! Oh, I thought I'd exited the server then. Phew! Alright.
Your exit is clear. Watch the white line. Okay, make those calls please, Claire. Alright Neil, we've got 9 minutes to do the business.
A bit lacking. Eleven drives today, which is good. On the throttle earlier than I think, because I'm running a little bit more wing.
just done a 128.3.
Right, let's see what I can do.
That's pole.
Not by much though.
Sector 1 time's okay.
Oh, brake way too late there. Just kept the rear under control there.
We need to find a tent in sector 2. That's 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes. You're a tenth off the pace in sector 3.
Still not get in the habit of stamping on the throttle because that's not good. I can rely on the wing somewhat, but I can't rely on it fully. Time in that corner there. Might get a cheeky little draft off Rob.
Spot calls, Claire.
Well, she wasn't giving me any spotter calls. I guess she doesn't actually give spotter calls in qualifying. On 27.7, that's not going to be enough for pole. Right, how far? So second place just behind me. Right.
Sector 2 is a second off the pace. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. B2. Sector 3 is a tenth off the pace.
Better exit than the entry there.
Sector 1 is 0.4 off the pace.
Is this middle sector? That I'm suffering quite a lot. I guess it may be that someone's whacked on all the wing and it's better in the second sector than having less. Right. Well, I definitely had too much fuel.
P3.
Gonna get another lap though. First sector, but lost it coming into the second. How close am I to Phil? Well, I was too busy looking at the sectors. Funny that the UI has... Oh, it's car numbers I'm looking at.
That's the end of the session. P3.
Oh, I don't know. I assume that I'm getting engine sounds because I don't really want to re-record this stuff again.
We have no recorded pit timings. This will hurt the fuel estimates. 44 minutes. P3.
I'm going to put a full tank in because I do not trust this game. I do not trust it. I really don't. Right, don't think there's anything I need to do really.
Okay, spotter calls please, Claire.
So I'm on the inside coming up to turn 1. I'm third on the grid. Okay. It might mean I can drink some water before the race. It gives me the peeps. It goes peep, peep, peep before it goes.
Okay, Neil, be ready.
Not the best reaction time in the world.
Acknowledged. We'll have spotter calls from here, please, Claire.
Car left. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
Well, I could have left it up the inside then, but... I mean, I'm happy sitting here in third, but I kind of would prefer in a battle for the lead.
Left side. Clear left.
How annoying.
Okay, Neil, the next car is Branco.
Well, at least I'm ahead of my championship contender. He's way back in 8th for some reason.
P5.
I thought I had it, but I just couldn't feel the rear coming around here.
The gap in front is now 3.1 seconds.
I should have known. Branco is 2 seconds a lap slower than me at the moment. I'm going to keep it in 3rd gear around here. There's no point changing down to 2nd.
On your left. Still there. Clear left. Car left. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left.
V4.
Brown is in the 128s. So I don't know if I'm locking the rears or locking the fronts there. Oh shit. Completely missed my braking point. I was close. I was too busy focused on the relative. Definitely don't feel comfortable for some reason. Just something about the car.
The gap to P5 behind is now 1.4 seconds. The driver in front of us is Brown.
Well, you can pronounce Brown. Wasn't going slow enough for fourth gear around there. Shit, missed a gear. That's better.
The gap to P5 behind is increasing. It's now 2.3. You've just done a 127.7.
Just gotta keep in mind I'm doing what I need to for the championship.
Okay, Neil, you're reeling brown in. The gap's now 5.5.
.5 in 25 minutes. That's doable. I swear there is an apex there. I'm not bloody hitting it. I just wish I had my boost button a bit more to hand, really. Bend my thumb right down to the bottom of my wheel to get to it, because it's the only button I've got left.
That lap was a 128.2. You're reeling P3 in. The gap is now 5.0 seconds.
Only by about half a second a lap, it seems. I don't know what it would have been like if I'd taken all the wing off. pilot spam.
Okay, Neil, halfway home. We've got plenty of fuel. You're a tenth off in Sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 3. That's 20 minutes to go. We're seeing a bit of wear on your left rear. That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel.
Well, this is probably going to be the first time that I use all my boost in a race.
Off the pace.
Regretting not taking off my jumper either before I started the race. Front is now 4.8. You've just done a 128.0. 16 minutes to go. Possibly going to be within reach, but I don't know if I'm going to have time to pass him. Because we're very level on pace, that's the problem.
To Brown ahead is now 4.2.
This is a little bit risky going down to second gear on that final turn, but
Okay, Neil, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
that all wrong.
We're seeing minor wear on your rear tyres. Last lap time was at 1:28.6.
Left
Thank you,
side,
Stephen.
clear left. The gap ahead is now 4.5 seconds.
We're just not catching him fast enough. Stiffen the anti-roll bar on the front. That probably wasn't a good idea. too eager to let on the throttle there.
That was 128.6.
Liar, that scared the shit out of me.
Alright Neil, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Kind of regretting making that mistake now.
There's a bit of wear on your left side tyres. The gap ahead is now 4.1 seconds. That lap time was 128.2. We're setting the pace.
Going to catch him around this section. Or maybe I'll catch him on the straight.
Okay Neil, the next car is one lap behind.
Got out on the dirt.
The gap to Brown in front is now 3.9 seconds.
Definitely going to have no boost when I get to him, if I get to him. Definitely got my downshift wrong there.
Alright Neil, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. We're matching race pace. At the moment. To P3. Ahead is now 2.9 seconds.
Two boosts left.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go. We're currently setting the pace.
One more lap after this. I think.
One more lap to go. is the winner.
Whew. On roller skates around that final turn there. I did activate my boost in a bit of a different place.
Okay, it's over. Bad luck, Neil.
Oh, I could have got third, but it's still 30 points, so that's good. That is good.
On your right. Hold your line. Clear right.
Ended up with 4 minutes of fuel left, so we overfilled. I'm not sure what that red marker on the relative is for, but and now the neck stiffness has come back. I was worried about the neck stiffness to start off with, but because I was so concentrated on what was going on the screen. Bateson got an 80-second penalty. Bloody hell. What did he get that for? Ugh. Yuck. Ooh. Well, there we go. It didn't make a difference to his result, but okay.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
Ugh. Oh. All right, I can do the points. I can do the points. Haven't eaten dinner either, so I'm absolutely famished. My neck is painful. You can see I still lead the championship by 182 to 152 because Philip Pitstop wasn't around to score. Ken Jagger has caught up and he's probably going to pass Philip Pitstop by the end of the season, but see how close it is for third and fourth. So Ollie Bateson has got 145, and we've got Ed Jones just behind with 141. So close for third, fourth, and fifth. So thinking about what happens with the combination. So if Ken Jagger wins in the final round, I have to have an absolute shocker because there's only 12 people and the last person on the grid is going to score 14 points. That still mean I win. So I'm in a good position. Let's just put it that way. Due to all of the work done with the first 4 rounds. So good stuff. Good stuff. So right. Coming up. Looking at the schedule. Right, so our next sim racing will be on Sunday the 21st of December, which will be the Group 2 Lotus Cortina. That is at Cadwell Park, and as I've mentioned previously, I'm not looking forward to that, because it's going to be tough with a slippy slidey car, and lots of hills and bumps and what have you, so I just want to be able to survive that, I think. And I think we do have our last round of the Brazilian stock cars on the 23rd of December, which is 2 weeks on Tuesday. Is it 2 weeks? No, it's 1 week. Yeah, it's 1 week. So we'll be on track at Jacarapagua. I've got to find out how to pronounce that, but but hopefully we can take a championship this year. It'd be good to round out the year with a championship, but we'll have to see what happens. So I'm off to rest my neck and have something to eat, but thank you for watching, and I'll see you on track soon. See you later.